Welcome back to the Daily Doji. We're doing Dogecoin technical analysis. Doge is pumping, well, then it was dumping. What's going to happen next? We're doing a price prediction technical analysis of Dogecoin, specifically with Elliott Wave Principle. So this is beginner friendly. Tune in, leave a comment below. Make sure to drop a like if this is valuable to you. So far, people have been asking for more and more Doge technical analysis videos. So here we are. I made this new channel specifically for going live and doing technical analysis. On my main channel, I had done more than 50 videos on crypto. So check that out. There's a playlist in the description from the previous channel. But I'm migrating it all over here, so you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe and also hit the bell icon if you're watching this in the replay, because it will notify you when I go live. Alrighty, and if you want to see any specific symbols, if you want to see the technical analysis and Elliott Wave count on any symbols, crypto or stock, leave them in the comments and I will do them live in this video, or I will do them in the next video. Alright, awesome. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for all the support recently. It's been awesome. We've got some new people in our Telegram alerts group, and it's been crazy today. There have been alerts going off on Dogecoin nonstop. We'll probably get some alerts while I'm here on the chat. So, we've got this spike right here that everyone's talking about. Well, as you can see, I've had this pattern drawn here for weeks now. And actually, it's not there yet, but it came just right up to that red line that I had already drawn. And nothing is ever a coincidence. It got close, it didn't get all the way there. So where are we going from here? That's probably what everyone wants to know. Here's the entire correction so far from May 8th until now. What is today? July 26th? Alright, so yes, this is Monday, July 26th. Technical analysis. And we have this first huge wave. Obviously, we all became familiar with this. It's got 5 waves up already. I go into detail about how to count the Elliott waves in my new program. If you're interested in that, reach out to me. You can message me or join my free Facebook group and then get a hold of me that way. And yes, I do have a free Facebook group too. So we had the run up already. Obviously, it's over. It ended up there. I called the top a little bit early, but that was a pretty good trade. And then also, I played some of these dips and bounces successfully, and I talked about them live. So check out some of my previous videos, or definitely reach out about the Telegram group, because I've been posting a lot in there, not just alerts, but a lot of good education as well. And I must say here, now's a good time, that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm just fascinated by Elliott waves. And I'm interested in this kind of thing. I've been doing it for about 5 years. So people started asking me, I did some videos on my main channel, and people were asking me for more Doge analysis and more Elliott Wave videos. Some people are calling me the Doge guru and the Doge master. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate the positive comments. But I try to stay level-headed and focused and not get caught up in the FOMO and YOLOing which is, if you don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. So don't get sucked into the hype. I would recommend learning technical analysis so that you can look at the chart and understand what the reading is without needing to rely on other people's hype. And I've been checking out some other YouTube channels talking about Doge and some of this other stuff, and the information. Someday I'll do a reaction video to that on this channel, even live. Actually, that might be funny. Maybe we'll do it now. We might be able to do it now if you want to see my reaction to some of the other channels on YouTube, trading channels or investing channels. Let me know in the comments, because I think that would be funny and enlightening. It would be funny for me to make it, but it would convey a lot of information. All right, so as we can see, I have this drawn out. I drew this out months or weeks ago on June 25th, and then it went sideways for a while. I thought that might be the end of it right there, and it zag up there, but we made another 3 waves down, and I adjusted it to here because, you know why? I'm not just arbitrarily drawing lines here. This is a 1, 2, 3. Because we've been making 3, 3, 3, 3. All the way from back here. At the beginning, I was looking for 5 waves coming down to see if there was a possible ABC correction, and there was not. It was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which are the subwaves of a bigger 1, 2, 3. So these WXY waves have subwaves of 3. I mentioned this in my last video. If it was an ABC like that, it looks kind of the same, except the subwaves of an ABC are 5 waves, where the wave 4 and wave 1 cannot overlap. So something like this is an ABC. It's not that. So, and it's just been repeating 3, 3, 3, and then 3 is inside the 3s. So inside this 3, there's 1, 2, 3. Inside this 3, there's 1, 2, 3. And inside this one, there's 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? Let me know if this makes sense in the comments, or just say hi to help with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it. And I also have a, like I mentioned the Facebook group already, you can contact me. Some people have been reaching out, and I appreciate that. We've been getting some good feedback from the new course and the new Telegram group. It's been great so far. So that's why 1, 2, 3, that's the subwave of that one, and I thought that this one is going to do something similar like this. Well, I think this is still probability, just the shape is a little different. Oh, that's not an ABC though. Should be WXY. So this might come more like out here. Why am I expecting it to come up to that, to 28 cents or so? 29 almost. Because that's where this first wave came. And the wave 1 and the wave 3 are often 1-to-1. So you could look at it, you could use this Fibonacci tool. That's not it. This Fibonacci tool, Fibonacci trend-based fib extension, it's called, on TradingView. Thank you for the thumbs up. Mike said 200 EMA is holding. Oh yeah, it bounced off of this. That white line didn't quite make it all the way down to it. It did on the 30-minute. Nice to see you tuning in, Mike. We were talking in the Telegram group about this 200 EMA. Thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. I appreciate it. So I'm still expecting another wave up, even though this wave here was much more vertical. And this wave is taking its sweet time with these, like that correction in the middle. Ugh, just drawn forever. And now we're in another dip right now. So this might draw on forever. Hopefully we end this wave down soon and proceed to the next wave. There is a chance that this, there is a chance that this wave is done and that this won't happen and that the pattern just looked like this, but I've been calling this for weeks and it's halfway. If you look at this and then measure it to here, it's halfway there. So this is probably a bigger 1, 2, 3. Get rid of, we'll move this back over here. I'll just delete it. So I'm expecting another wave about the same size as that last wave up. And I'm expecting it to have subwaves of 3. So all of these will end up, so is that confusing to anyone, or does that make sense? Mike said the road to 10K subs. Thank you for that. Yes. Sometimes I forget about the subs, especially because I just started this new channel. It's a long road ahead, unless people share and keep commenting. That helps it out. I think this will grow faster than my first channel. My first channel I had for 7 years, and I really didn't figure out how YouTube worked until about 1.5 years ago. So now that I know pretty much how it works, not completely, but I have a pretty good idea of what works and what doesn't on YouTube. And so this one should be successful quicker. Let's hope so. And it's a better niche. It's a frenzy of people. So this is what I'm expecting in the short midterm. And then, what about after that? Well, after that, unless I see a 5-wave impulse that looking like this, in that shape, unless I see this going up, then we're still in a bear market. We're still in a correction, a corrective wave. Now, corrections can make complicated waves. And Mike said, you need to make clickbait Doge to $10 video. Is that what I'm doing wrong? Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Tomorrow's video will be Doge to $10 thumbnail. Good idea. I can't bring myself to do that kind of thing, but when it's your idea, it actually does make a lot of sense, actually, hearing it from one of my subscribers, I take your feedback seriously because I want these videos to be good for you, not for me. Because I could just do my own technical analysis alone by myself, like I was doing, but I'm doing this so that you'll get some value out of it. And thank you for watching. So it's a good trade-off for these free videos. And if you want more in-depth, then join me and Mike in the Telegram group. All right, so that's looking like what I'm expecting for now. If it drops, okay, let's go to the closer time frame. And I'm going to delete, let me take a screenshot of that first. I'll use this for my Doge to $10 video tomorrow. And let's go into the shorter time frame and see what we got going on here. Okay, let me delete this wave so it doesn't give me a bias when I'm looking at it. So what we've got right in front of us here looks to me like a 1, 2, 3 going down like this. And more like that. And coincidentally not, it came down and touched my old buy zone. Remember my old buy zone from, wow, it seems like it's been months at this, it's been like months by now. I'll extend this for reference. Just dipped right in there and it was making a pattern. If it goes down and makes another new low, it might, but that could have been it. And as you can see, this 1, 2, 3 pattern is kind of a similar pattern to what I'm saying is happening. 1, 2, 3 right here, just in an inverse of it. Let's go back to the 1 minute. And so this here had 3 waves, 1, 2, 3. This here had 3 waves, 1, 2, 3. And this, so far, looks something like this. So I think maybe it's going to do another dip. But if it rises up to this, here's the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart. See, it's a bit different. So if it comes back up here around 21-ish, then that'll have been done. But it's making the right pattern. It's just right here. Are we done yet? Let me delete these waves so that I can see. All right. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if this is making sense. Mike said, what's the difference between 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute? Great question. 1 minute is each of these candles, which each of those bars is called a candle. And there's a body of the candle and then a wick. The body is the fat part, the wick is the skinny part. The 1 minute chart, each candle is 1 minute. Each candle is 1 minute, so each minute there's a new candle. And then the chart is keeping track of the movement on that each minute. So on that minute, let's zoom, let's get really close. Let's stretch this out. Let's look at this big let's look at this big candle right here. So this is the body of the candle. This is the wick. And obviously that's the candle. And that one actually looks like a candle, doesn't it? So this one looks like a candle too, with a little wick poking out. We can get a lot of info from this candle. The entrance point was right there. Then it went all the way up and came all the way down, and the exit point was right there. That's why that fat part is where it is. Does that make sense? So this candle right here entered right there, went up to the top of that wick, and then came back down a little bit under where it entered, and then the next minute started. So those ones that are just a dash, nothing really happened. So you can tell psychology off of this. I know that sounds like a big leap. Like, how can you tell psychology off of that? Well, candles will look different. If it went all the way up and then all the way back down and then went to the next candle, that's a lot of movement that you can read. So you can look at this chart and basically read it. That was a great question, Mike. Now, some people trade based off of the candles. I don't really, but some people trade like on the daily or so. You can get in there and look at the candle and like what's going on. So this one has a big wick, which means it pushed all the way up there and it came all the way back down so far. Now, by the time it makes it to the next candle, see, the green ones went up and then this one went all the way up, back down here, and then went to the next candle from right there. So this was the beginning and this was the end. On a green candle, the beginning is down here, the end was up here. So this green one right here started here, went down, went all the way up there, came back down here, then went to the next candle. So it's basically a wave. You can view it in waves or you can view it in candles. But it's always going up and down, like the tide. But it's based on people's emotions. And we're sitting on top of the 200 EMA on the daily chart. And it almost went to my, you see I had an alert set here. It almost went to my alert. Very interesting. All right, any more symbols that you want to see? That's pretty much what I wanted to share in this video. I have a whole list of symbols to do in the next video, but this one I just wanted to do a Doge update. And how could Doge get to $10? I'll show that in the next video. Or several dollars. So here we are fighting with the 200 EMA. And I'm expecting another wave down after this wave is done. But I'm planning for some more upside. I could be wrong. But it looks like this is just the middle of the wave. Also, I made some buys. If you were in the Telegram group, you would have seen it in real time. But there are some, that's still kind of happening. It's not that far from what it got down to, although it did drop down there, and there were some buy signals with the RSI. How right here it made a low. Right here it made a lower low, but a higher low on the RSI. I have a module about this in my program, and I can answer more detailed questions as it's unfolding in the Telegram group, but it seems like most people want both. The people that took my program already are excited about the Telegram group, and one of them just got in it. And the people in the Telegram group are excited about the course. So I think both of them together, I'm going to package them together, because you could get just one or the other if you reach out to me, but I think both of them together are probably a good bet for a beginner to learn. Check out LCID briefly. Will do. Let's go to another chart. And I'll do it on the GameStop because I'm not. All right, let's see. LCID. Churchill Capital Corp. Oh, is that the same symbol that I was? Oh, CCIV doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Change to LCID. Let's get this on a bigger screen. This is TradingView, by the way. I have a couple modules in the course about how to set it up like I have it set up. Because when you first get it, it's not going to look like this. Oh, it's up. Ooh. I think I bought some of this around 22-ish. It looks like it. Well, let's see. Let's start on a longer frame chart. Oh, wow. This is a brand new little baby. It almost looks like Doge. But this is a stock, not a crypto. So it only trades during certain hours, not on the weekend. And for some purposes, that's great, because sometimes I want to sleep and I'm getting Doge alerts, like this morning at 7 a.m. And I rolled over and made a purchase and didn't even remember until I was looking at my account later. That's the bad thing. One of the good and bad things about crypto is that it's 24/7, but could be good depending on if you're good at what you're doing, then it's good. But let's see. I'm just talking while I look at this chart. This is basically what I do. I look at the chart, I gaze into its eyes, and I start to look for patterns and wave counts based on Elliott Wave Principle. Well, we're over top of the the 200 moving average, and we're about to have a crossover in the moving averages. See how those colored ones are crossing over the white one? That could be a good sign, bullish sign. However, the MACD is losing momentum, but you can see on the price that happening anyway. So the first thing I notice is that we're above the 200 EMA, and it's crossing. It's not a golden cross yet. Let's see the numbers on this. So a golden cross is usually when the 50 crosses the 200. So the 55, which color is that 55? Is that like a yellowish one? Okay, so there is a golden cross. These two lines are too similar in color for me to see the difference. So we either just had one or we're about to have one. Yeah, it's about to golden cross. I'm going to change this color, or okay, I'm making this one darker and fatter. Okay, so now the 50, well, I'm using the 55, but most people use the 50. The 50 and the 200, actually that's too thick. The 50 and the 200 are about to cross. If it does do that, that'll be a golden cross, which means there's upside potential in the next few time frames. Mike asked me if I trade options. I'm not trading options right now. I'm not totally against it, but I'm not at the moment. I probably will at some point. It's just I prefer not using the leverage, especially with some of the things I've been trading. There's enough risk already that even though I am taking a lot of risks, I'm pretty cautious at the same time. So once I get everything, once I get everything I'm working on done, like I'm launching the course, I'm working really diligently on the Telegram group, and I also have my old channel that I have to figure out what to do with. So I don't want to dive into something, and I don't think the platform I'm on has options or that I'm set up for it. Maybe I am. But I do know some stuff about options. We could talk about that in the future, but I'm not doing it at the moment, so just to be honest. All right. I had this counted already, that this was a correction, this was a wave X, and then there was another correction here. Now, either we started a new bull market. This is what we talked about last time. Something like this. If that is 5 waves, which, and then if this is 3 waves coming down, this could be the next wave up, but we won't know until it crosses this line. So I'll put an alert here. That way I can tell you in the group. This expired? Oh, this was triggered? I don't remember getting this alert. All right, I'll have to alert you later. But if this comes above 29, 29 and 80, 29.90, and makes a 5-wave pattern, then if it makes a 5-wave, something like this, then this might be another next wave coming up. and it would look something. It would look something like this shape, with the 5 waves going up, and it would have subwaves of 5. If this is a new bull market. If it isn't, it'll keep making waves of 3 and overlapping price action. But if it is to a new bull market, and that was 5 waves there, then the next wave should be at least up to $34. But wave 3, which this would be like a wave 3, should be longer than wave 1, if this was wave 1. But the last time I looked at this, it looked like this right here. It looked like that was potentially 3 waves. And if that's the case, then there's more correction. But we did see a bump and a somewhat of a sell signal. Wait, let's see here if we had a sell signal. Not exactly. But, I mean, anytime, well, not anytime, but when it does come up here, can be a good sell. Well, better than when it's down here, that's for sure. So these are basically my buying signals. Not exactly, but these start getting my attention to start looking for buying signals. Let me put it that way. Because yeah, see, this one right here would have been a potentially bad signal, but it's still up from there. We're at 27, and I just bought this the other day at 22. So in a couple days, that's not bad. So that 1, 2, 3 might be done, and it might go back down. If it makes a 4, 5, and makes another 5-wave pattern, then that's a good sign for the people who are holding or hoping it goes up. Oh, and see on this 5-minute, it bounced off the 200. Bounce right there. All right, any more? Let's see. Mike said SNDL. Thank you so much for the like, whoever thumbs it up. And thank you, Mike, for your ongoing comments. And Dawn for tuning in and commenting. Massive pullback or just small sell-offs? Asked Dawn. On what? The Churchill or Doge? If you're talking about Doge, well, I was getting some short-term buy signals. Now, that doesn't mean you should do what I'm doing, because A, I'm not a financial advisor. B, unless you're in the Telegram group, you're not going to know how this goes until I update you tomorrow or something. So it's not a good idea to just solely base your buy and sell off of people's articles or videos, in my opinion. That's why I finally made a course trading what I'm doing and basically how I'm doing it. I didn't invent any of the stuff. I'm just put it together in a specific way. So I would recommend learning how to trade yourself so that you can do your own technical analysis in the future. Of course, everyone's got to start somewhere. You know, I started out by studying it, reading books, watching people's videos, taking courses, and practicing. Okay, Don said they mean Doge holding on at 46 and averaging down. Alrighty. Well, I think there's going to be a big sell-off, but not necessarily right now. What I've been expecting for the last few weeks, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but I think you're just tuning in. I've been expecting this pattern for weeks. I mean, you can check some of my old videos on my previous channel. All my new videos on Doge and trading and stocks and stuff will be on this channel from now on. So you're in the right place. But I was doing these. I have like 50 videos on a previous channel, and I've been thinking this is going to happen for since back here or here, and making slight adjustments to it. So right now we have 1, 2, 3 subwaves up, and I think that's part of a bigger 1, 2, 3, and that there's going to be another subwaves, 3 subwaves going up. I could be wrong and it goes down from here because I do see these 3 waves already in, but I'm pretty sure these are subwaves just like the first half of this wave. Back here was just more vertical, but similar, and then it came down and then did 3 waves. This 3 wave is, I think this is coming up over here, like this. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Making a big 1, 2, 3. And I'll change the color of this. Does that make sense? Don said, I've watched your channel for a few months. Thanks for the awesome content. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for migrating with me over to the new channel. And thank you for commenting, I think for the first time. Good to see who's secretly watching. I get a kick out of it, and thank you for the positive feedback. So yeah, let's take a look back at the 1 minute and see. I'm going to delete this stuff, but I'm going to take a screenshot really quick. Anything else? Oh, Mike asked for SNDL. All right, let's do SNDL, and then we'll probably end it there unless you have more questions. Okay. SNDL, I believe I already have it on my list. I think I've already looked at it months and months ago, maybe a year ago. So it has been a while. So this is my first time looking at it in a long time. But look at all these symbols. You could get dizzy trying to... SNDL, there we go. Okay. What have we got here? Let's go back to the daily. Ooh, crikey. That looks bad. That does not look good. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, obviously we had a big, obviously we had a big correction from 2019 down. Let's see where the bottom might have been. So far, the bottom was right here, right before an earnings call, it looks like. There is an earnings coming up here on the August something. August. Wait, what? It says July 26th. That's today. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, there's earnings coming up. Let's see. I don't usually talk about the earnings and stuff like that. I just go solely based on the chart. Because the chart is going to show up that's what matters anyway. Mike said, what do you think about the SEC crypto regulation deadline for the 28th? Ooh, what is that, in 2 days? Ooh, that could line up with what I've been thinking. If we go back to Doge, if this makes another wave up and it takes a couple days to get to the top of this line around 28 or 29 cents, if that happens, I was thinking, well, it's not just me thinking, the chart was looking like it's going to tank after that. So, okay, so if it gets up to here on like 28 cents or so, and then that announcement comes out, people will soil themselves and it will tank. Hypothetically, if it's a bad announcement, could go down and back into my buy zone if something like that does happen. Depending on what they say, that's a good reason to not to hodl, because the government can just come along and make it illegal. But I know no one wants to hear that, judging by the market sentiment I've been seeing. Okay, let's go back to SNDL. Oh, this is Sundial Growers. Okay, yeah, I heard about this somewhere, and I think I own some actually. I mean, it's not worth very much, so it's on one of my accounts where I just once in a while I buy something and just forget about it. And I don't necessarily trade everything like I trade Doge. But I don't see a clear 5 waves up. If that's what we're looking for, let me see this last spike. Wait, 30 minutes? Wait a minute. This spike right here in February. Let's see if we can make 5 waves here. Doesn't look like it, because this is overlapping with this. Get rid of that. This looks like a 1, 2, 3 long, obnoxious, drawn-out correction, and wherever it ended, 1, 2, 3. It's kind of what that looks like to me. I don't really see 5 waves like I would look for. So it's still a correction, even though that was a massive pump. During the correction, it could have been a good opportunity. It was definitely a sell signal when the RSI didn't even came up here and then wham, all the way up there and didn't even make it higher. That would have been a sell signal up there. especially on that last tip of it. In hindsight, obviously. And then what have we got now? What is this nonsense? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This might have a wave up if it's a 1, 2, 3 coming next. But it's not like, I don't see a great chart here. However, actually, this is a buy opportunity. Now, that doesn't mean for you. That means for me. That's a buy opportunity for me. You don't have to do what I'm doing. But see here how the RSI is down. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's down. It's down. It's still, it's not a new low, but it's still around there. So if it dropped again, or right around there, was a good buy opportunity, potentially. You know, it's 79 cents. I might purchase a little bit just to, but I'm not like freaking out about this opportunity or anything. However, that is a pretty decent buy opportunity as far as what I usually look for. On that, that's on the 30-minute chart though. Let's see, on the 15. Yeah, pretty much. What about on the 1 hour? Yeah, looks good on the 1 hour. So yeah, that might be a buy. I mean, trade at your own risk. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Blah blah blah. All right, I might actually purchase some of that right now while I see it live, because before I forget. Let's take a look here. Ooh, I just pulled up a chart that looked really bad. All right, any more questions? Let's see. Let me read these. Why? Oh, Craig said you're AKA Hubba or Bubba Hubba from Texas. Awesome. Welcome. The man behind the legend, Craig Stevenson. You've been leaving me awesome feedback. Thank you so much. It really does. I mean, I know I shouldn't need people's praise to be confident, but it does help, and it makes it more fun, and it encourages me to keep cranking out videos. So I appreciate it, all the positivity from the Bubba Hubba. Awesome. Good to see my subscribers from the other channel migrating over here with me. There wasn't a really good time to do that. I just had to kind of pull the Band-Aid off and just do it, because the crypto videos were taking over my entire older channel. So now on this channel, we can just do it, and without me having to kind of have that in the back of my mind. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to quickly just make a small purchase here. Just a little bit, honestly. Let's see. Did I get it any cheaper than this? No, this might be this might be the lowest that I've seen it. So, what we got here? Oh, I barely have any anyway. It's not that. it's not a high priority trade for me. But okay. All right. Wow. Now finally, when I'm about to sign out, there's a bunch of people tuning in. We've got people tuned in live. Welcome, welcome. I'm almost at the end of the video, but let me know if you have any questions or comments, or if you have any last symbols that you want to see done. I've been live for about 1 hour exactly. I said about, but yeah, I've been live for an hour. I'll take a couple more questions and then sign out. Make sure to subscribe. This is my new channel. InfraRG said made 400 bucks yesterday off Ethereum. Sold it and put it in Doge and lost it all. You should have been in my Telegram group. Oh well. It's, you know, it's a learning experience and it's risky. So only trade what you're comfortable losing, and if that's none, then just paper trade until you get comfortable, or until you have extra money that's not gonna make or break you. First, I thought you were. I thought we were cheering for you for your $400 win until I read the second half of your sentence. It's Don Brewer said it's smoke. S-E-C. What do you mean by that? You mean they're blowing smoke, or is there a coin called SEC named Smoke? Which would be pretty funny. What does the SEC do? Protect investors, quote unquote. Who are they protecting them from? I'm curious what you mean by that, Don. You mean it's just like a smoke screen, like they're blowing smoke, just creating uncertainty, or did you mean something else? What's your Telegram? I have a free Facebook group that's free for everyone, but the Telegram group is a premium group, so it's secret. But if you want in on it, you can send me a message, and I can give you the details. InfraRG asked, and InfraRG said, "I'm not scared to lose money. No emotions." Awesome, good. Well, that's most people's hurdle, and even I was kind of emotional like 5 years ago when I first learned technical analysis. But yeah, now it's just you know, it depends on what's going on in your life too. Okay, send me a message on Instagram. That's good. I have a new Instagram at the Daily Doji, and I will give you the details on that. It's been going nuts on the Telegram group has been blowing up. And in fact, I'm surprised that there have been no alerts during this live stream, thankfully, because there were alerts going off nonstop a lot of the day, starting at like 8 a.m. Oh, I thought that was 7 a.m. So yeah, there's a lot of action in the Telegram, and just started it not too long ago, and it's been awesome already. So there's been a lot of value sharing in there, and a lot of back and forth. There's a lot more value in there than just signals. I've been teaching and really putting my effort into it. So Mike is in it. If you want to ask him how he likes it. But yeah, I'll look for your message on Instagram. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, InfraRG. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Craig, a.k.a. Bubba Hubba. Thanks, everyone else that's been watching. Thank you, everyone who's migrated from my old channel over to here. I appreciate that. And for everyone for the thumbs up, that really does help. And all the comments seriously help with the algorithm. It doesn't start showing my videos until people start commenting. And this is a brand new channel, so I really appreciate the help growing it and reaching more people. I think people need this info. I see too many people. Thank you for the thumbs up. I saw whoever did that. Appreciate it. But online, I mean, I've been seeing all these people in like comment sections and just around getting what people are saying and thinking, and they just have no idea how to trade at all. It's alarming. So, man, I really think that people need to learn what's going on so that they're not just waiting for someone to tweet and like getting FOMO'd in and out. That's just lunacy in my perspective. That's difficult, actually. The way I'm doing it, I think, is way easier because you don't have to be all emotional and second guess yourself and everything like that, because there's just, it's the chart. It's right here, and it's giving us so much info. There's so much info packed into this chart. Alrighty, that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Tomorrow we'll be back around 6 p.m. Eastern time, and I've been doing 5 daily Doges, or daily Doji, 5 a week live. If for some reason I can't make the live one on Thursday, I will pre-record it and upload it. But people have been asking me to do 2 of these a day. And I tried a couple times, and the YouTube algorithm doesn't really do anything for me on it. But if you want to see constant updates, the Telegram is better for that, because it's a better platform. But I'll keep pumping out daily Doji videos live on YouTube as long as you keep watching and as long as you keep liking. And if you're in any groups online, please share this in any relevant groups, like a crypto trading group or a Elliott Wave group, something relevant. If it's about making money, please do share these videos. And I have a new Facebook page, The Daily Doji, on Facebook. So I had been taking like a 6-month break or even a year off of Facebook, but I'm back. Got sucked back in for this project, and looking forward to speaking to you, InfraIG, on Instagram, and anyone else that wants to contact me, I'll be talking to you soon. Several people have already reached out and have started taking their trading to the next level, and it's all been great feedback so far, so I'm really excited about it. It's been a lot of hard work, so it's really nice to have people recognizing it and getting value and also making money for themselves. That being said, have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I go live tomorrow, and I'll see you there. Have an amazing day on purpose, and remember to trust nature. Peace.